Are you a potential international student in the UK, or do you intend to pursue a higher education as an international student in the UK? Do you hold a UK university admission, still wondering when to start your studies? Most importantly, do you intend to come into the UK with a family? If yes, then you need to be aware of these important UK immigration and visa changes, specifically on the international student visa route. Amidst the ever-evolving landscape of immigration policies, the UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has announced significant changes in the UK visa regulations for international students. The UK is keen in reducing its immigration figures as they have risen double from last year. Let's watch this briefly from Sky News.
Home Office to stop overseas students bringing family to UK in bid to curb migration. International students who come to the UK will no longer be able to bring family with them except under specific circumstances in a government bid to bring immigration down. International students will no longer be able to bring dependents with them unless they are on postgraduate courses that are currently designated as research programs.
Starting from January 2024, a new immigration legislation will come into effect, placing restriction on the entry of dependents for international students. Some international students coming into the UK from January 2024 will not be able to bring along their dependents. Let's look at who a dependent is in accordance with the UK immigration legislation. According to the UK immigration legislation, a dependent can either be your partner or your child, being it your husband, your wife, or your civil partner. A dependent can also be your unmarried partner or a child who is less than 18 years. Remember, you will need to provide evidence of your relationship with your dependents if you're applying for your visas. It can either be your marriage certificate or your civil partnership certificate or a child birth certificate. Let's look into what the legislation says about international student visas. The new legislation says your partner or your children, in other words, your dependents, may be able to apply to come to the UK with you or stay longer in the UK if you are coming in as a government-sponsored student, starting a course that lasts more than 6 months. Or if you are coming in as a full-time student on a postgraduate level course. This must either be a PhD or the doctorate program. Or if you are coming into the UK as a research-based higher degree student. If you fall under these three categories, you will be allowed to come in with dependents starting from January 2024. Remember, these three categories are: the first one is you must be a government-sponsored student. The second one is you must be a full-time PhD or other doctorate student. And the third one is you must be pursuing a research-based higher education degree. So if you fall within these three categories, you will be allowed to come in with dependents starting from January 2024. This means that if you are coming into the UK as a master's student, self-funded or with a private scholarship, you may not be allowed to come in with your dependents, unfortunately. However, if your studies fall within December 2023 or earlier, these laws or new restrictions may not apply to you. So like I said earlier, if you currently hold admission or you currently deferred your program and there's a chance of starting your studies before January 2024, you should be considering leveraging on that and starting your program before January 2024, especially if you intend coming into the UK with your family. I know these rules and regulations will be hard for international students, especially those who are family oriented, but the UK seems to be on top of their game in cutting net migration, as they believe that dependence for the past years has risen extremely high. That is causing a lot of resources to be limited in the UK. This is it for today. I hope that you find this piece useful. And please, if it's your first time stumbling on my page, my name is Fatimata Ali. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. If you're a returning subscriber, you don't know how much this means to me. Thank you so much and keep supporting me. Anyone you think this might help, please do not hesitate to share this around. Do not hesitate to tell that particular potential student who is holding admission and not aware of these restrictions. Please let us help people to make earlier plans and leaving their families behind. Thank you so much, and I am going to see you in my next video. Bye.